Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. You know I love you and I praise God for you. And I'm so excited about what God is going to do for you this day, because every now and then, Kirk Franklin says, God rains down melodies from heaven that rain down on us. This is Kirk Franklin at his poetic best, talking about melodies from heaven to deal with the discord on earth, because the bottom line is there is so much discord and so much mess on earth, and the jangling discords of dysfunction and injustice and notifications that let us know that there is so much mess going on in the world. All of that, in a real sense, can cause you to wonder, where is God in all of this? But that's when melodies from heaven rain down on us, melodies from heaven that let us know, to use the old school song, Ricky, earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. No matter how broken life may lead you on earth, the good news is earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. Earth has no pain that heaven cannot give you strength to endure. Earth has no confusion or stress that heaven cannot give you the peace you need in order to deal with it. Here's the good news. The Bible puts it like this: we have access, here it is, to spiritual blessings in heavenly places, meaning whatever is going on, operating in terms of the power of heaven, we have access to it right here on earth. So don't you give up because what's happening on earth is messing with your mind, robbing you of your peace, attacking you with anxiety, because there are melodies from heaven that can rain down on us. And when the melodies rain down on us, the good news is you come out singing joy. You come out singing peace. You come out singing faith. You come out singing hope. Why? Because you've got melodies from heaven that can rain down on you. Y'all have a blessed one, and let the melody sing.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 14 minutes after the hour. Elfrida's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Friday, May 16th. Here's what's going on in the news today. Aviation is having a moment, y'all. The FAA is digging into a brief communications blackout at Denver International that left up to 20 planes unable to reach air traffic control for about 90 seconds. This happened Monday. The FAA is also admitting a hotline between the Pentagon and Reagan's National Tower has not worked in over 3 years. That line is key for military coordination, and after a near miss with an Army chopper, the FAA is actually considering banning some military flights in that airspace. Meanwhile, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is under fire for switching his wife's flight from Newark. I don't blame him, though. He told Congress it was due to delays, even though earlier comments made it sound like safety was the issue.
With all the delays at Newark, my wife had to do an event, and she was in the city of New York, and so I did. I moved her from Newark to LaGuardia, not for safety, but because I needed her flight to fly. She had to get there.
Oh, okay. And to make matters worse, a traveler with measles was in Terminal B at the same airport on Monday. So if you were there between 12:30 and 4, watch for symptoms through June 2nd. But you know what, Ricky? You could always just take, if you can't take a flight, you could always take a train, right? Wrong. New Jersey transit engineers are on strike after pay talks hit a wall. It's the first rail strike in over 40 years, and all train services shut down until further notice. So if you're in that area, you just better rent a car, I don't know, take the bus. And here's another thing. Your latte might take longer this morning. Hundreds of Starbucks baristas across the country are on strike. They're protesting a new all-black dress code the company says will make their green aprons pop. Now, the union says this is bigger than shirt colors. They're still fighting for a real contract and calling the company to either pay a living wage or at least help cover the cost of this new look. Over 100 stores walked out, sending a strong message. Cute uniforms do not pay the rent. For information on these stories and more, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Jokic, what a pass. No look to Christian Brown. Holmgren got dazed because of the contact, and Jokic going right back at him, just backing him down, looking to move him out of the way. Strother, of course, the Julian Strother game.
Yep, man. The Denver Nuggets beat the Oklahoma City Thunder again. They force a game 7, ladies and gentlemen. That means the Thunder are in trouble. Nikola Jokic, man, had 29-point double-double. Man, the Thunder had a chance to put away Denver in game 5 and 6, but they didn't do it.
They don't want it.
Come
They
on,
don't want it.
Come on,
They don't
man.
want it.
And I'm rooting for OKC. Come on, man.
Me too. They don't want it.
Come on, dog. So we're going to see. I think Denver going to get this one now because they didn't mess around and let them boys get back in this doggone series. Boston Celtics try to force a game 7 tonight versus the Knicks. Can and will the New York Knicks close out the series? Remember, Jason Tatum is hurt. He's not playing. But Derek White stepped up last game. Will he be able to do it again this game? Get your popcorn ready. I will be tuned in for this one right here. It's my quick sports report right there. Bring it Tat. You got the hot spot coming up next.
Yes, I do. And day 4 in the Diddy trial is in the history books, and Michael B. Jordan's name came up. Ooh, I got the details up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it live. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the B.R.A.T.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show 29 after the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, yesterday was another whirlwind day in the Diddy trial as Cassie Ventura had a lot of important testimony while getting grilled by Diddy's defense team. Now, it was the third straight day that she was cross-examined. Jurors heard and read a bunch of communications between Diddy and Cassie, including text messages where Cassie reportedly seemed to be showing excitement for these freak-offs. Now, Harvey Levin from TMZ detailed some of these texts, and here's what he had to say.
The defense questioned Cassie about the freak-offs and whether she was consenting to them because she testified that she did early on, but then she didn't like it. They presented a text from March 2017. That is well into the relationship. Cassie said, "I love our freak-offs when we both want it," which is interesting because when we both want it does open the door to, well, what if she didn't want it?
Right. Ooh, Lord. And Michael B. Jordan's name is now in the middle of this trial. Diddy's defense brought him into the conversation yesterday. Now, Cassie testified that Diddy suspected that she was having an affair with Michael B. Jordan back in 2015 after she broke up with him while she was in South Africa filming a movie. Michael's name was reportedly among a list of celebs presented to the jury because Cassie referenced an unnamed actor in her 2023 lawsuit against Diddy, which she settled for $20 million within 24 hours of filing the suit. Now, in the lawsuit, Cassie claimed during the 2015 break from Diddy, she began a flirtatious relationship with an actor, which CNN later reported that it was Michael B. Jordan. Now, she also alleged in the suit that she spent New Year's Eve with the actor, and when Diddy found out, he called Michael and threatened him. Now, y'all, Cassie will be back on the stand today for more cross-examination, and Dawn Richard of Danity Kane is expected to testify today as well. Oh, my goodness. This is like the trial of the century. This like O.J. and the Michael Jackson trial. It's crazy. Like, they saying that Cassie wanted the freak-offs, where the other day, you know, Diddy was being painted to be the only one that wanted it, and it was all against her will. So we are finding out new things from each side. You know, it's her side, it's his side, and then it's the truth. So,
but then she say she participated because she loved him.
And
so
she
she probably didn't want it. Yeah, so
Right.
she wanted to make him happy. So she probably didn't want it. She did it because she wanted to make him happy.
and then she also said when we both want it, she likes him. So, but it does show that she kind of, you know, she kind of liked him at one point.
Well, anything new, you'll like it from the first time, but then, you know.
Y'all remember that white lady outside of the courtroom when they was doing the Michael Jackson verdict, every time he got a verdict, she let a dove go. Alfred, that tickled the hell out of me. Every time they said not guilty, she'll go in the cage and she'll a dove. She was really, really white. She was a Michael Jackson.
What is really white? Like pale or just
like real, like cause ain't nobody black finna do that.
No,
we just gonna say yeah, and every time they say not guilty, it go. Just go back and look at it. It's got to be on YouTube. I was crying laughing. I don't know. I'm just stupid like that. But that made me think about, okay.
Oh, my God.
Ahead,
you're so stupid. Your ADD done kicked in.
What goes on in your head?
I know. Lord have mercy. That's that creative geniusness going on. Anyway, for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media. It's So Brat. And today is $500 Friday.
Hey.
Make sure you're listening at 9:33 and 8:33 Central. If you are the lucky caller number 9, that is, you can answer the Savor the City question this week. That $500 is yours. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU. Know who we repping today, Rock T?
Brat, we gonna holler at South Carolina State University today, man.
Hey,
HBCU,
you know.
Next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
They know. And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU know. Hey, what it is, man? Rock T is in the building for another HBCU know. We're going to always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Oh, shout out to South Carolina State University, established in 1896. Shout out to the Navy Blue and Garnet Bulldogs. Oh, we got to holler at the Marching 101, the original Marching 101, baby. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students, Mr. Linwood Riddick. Went to Vietnam to serve in the military instead of attending college. Hold on, stay with me now. After his military service, he opened his own business selling souvenirs for 3 decades and retired at age 72. Stay with me now. After hearing the news of the Orangeburg massacre, he was inspired to enroll at South Carolina State. He drove an hour every day from his hometown in Summersville, South Carolina, to Orangeburg to attend classes. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, he graduated from South Carolina State University at the age of 79 with a bachelor's degree in music industry. Let's go, man. Mr. Linwood Riddick, another proud HBCU alum of South Carolina State University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want to share your HBCU story, follow us on Instagram and shoot us a DM at HBCU Know.
What up, Alfredas?
Hey, Ricky. So listen to this. Homeland Security, actually Secretary of Security, Kristi Noem is reportedly backing a proposal for a reality show where immigrants compete for a fast track to U.S. citizenship.
Oh, shut up.
Yes,
Damn.
she would even allow government officials to be judges. The show is called The American, and it would have contestants riding around the country on a train, competing in regionally specific contests like maybe log rolling in Wisconsin. The guy who's pitching it is a writer-producer who's worked on Duck Dynasty and Millionaire Matchmaker. He's an immigrant himself, and he's like, there's no political ideology behind the show, or at least he says there's not. He said, quote, I'm merely trying to make a show that celebrates what it means to be American through the eyes of the people who want it most.
Yeah, but
The winner will be sworn in.
Are hurting and suffering and going through stuff and being torn away from their families, and they want to exploit it. That's what it feels like to me.
It does feel like exploitation.
It's a game to them.
Yeah. So they made it a game show. So people are escaping war and real serious stuff, and you want to...
Guess what they're going to come out with next? Escape the police?
Yeah. It's like Hunger Games, you know? Remember Hunger Games?
Yep.
That's what it's like.
That's crazy.
It's kind of what they want.
Wow. That's crazy.
And there's a whole audience out there for it, too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, everybody going to switch straight from Fox News to that show.
It'll probably be on Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
But
just probably get my idea.
No, it'll be on MSNBC with the way they've been programming lately.
Really?
You see, they got rid of Joy Reid. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. It just makes something that's a real serious situation trivial.
Yeah, you making it entertaining.
I mean, but the whole administration has made government trivial.
Yeah,
they've turned the whole thing into a joke.
Yeah. Well,
and we are, and it's the crazy thing about it, a lot of people don't know what's going on, man. There's so much stuff going on in these, and they got a case now going to the United States Supreme Court with as Donald Trump called the anchor babies, born. What is it? Born.
If you're born in the United States to illegal or immigrant parents, but you're automatically a citizen when you're born, like Barron Trump.
I was just going to say.
His mother was a legal citizen.
That's right.
So he's technically an anchor baby. But
Ted Cruz. Sure. Ted Cruz is, I think he might have been born in Canada.
Yeah, Marco Rubio, I think.
Yeah.
That's crazy because they just all this stuff going on, and I'm talking about, like, it's real messed up. And then the killing part about it is we out here don't care.
Yeah.
And popping fans and like this stuff is not going on.
Right.
And it's just bad. It's just bad. So yeah. I just hate that that's happening because that's real exploitation of a bad situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's
like what
you're gonna come up next with the George Floyd games.
Right.
I don't know.
Don't give them no idea, because we'll be reporting that on Monday.
Hey, thank you for that story, Alfredo. Y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
6 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Ricky. Good morning to you. Good morning, America. It's Friday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Cassandra Ventura, also known as Cassie, y'all, she revealed, y'all, the substantial settlement, y'all, that she received after filing a lawsuit against her ex-boyfriend, Sean Combs, back in November of 2023. Now, they're saying Combs, 55, he was arrested back in September 24, and he was charged with sex trafficking and racketeering. Now, Miss Cassie is only 38 years old. She's definitely that key witness in that federal prosecutor's case against Mr. Combs. Well, on her second day of testimony, baby, on Wednesday, May the 14th, Cassie was asked, y'all, that question. How much money did she receive, y'all, from that settlement against Mr. Combs? Who paid you $20 million to prosecute Miss Emily Johnson, asked Cassie during her sex trafficking trial? Sean and his companies, Cassie responded. The amount is less than $30 million previously reported by the media outlets in 2023. About half of the settlement, y'all, went to her attorneys, y'all, for legal fees. That is damn it ridiculous, y'all. The lawyers got to have a doggone money now. They say Cassandra, Cassie and her husband, Alice, honey, were pictures. They say she's 8 months pregnant with their third child boy, and they say the two share 2 daughters. Now, in the lawsuit against Combs filed in November 23, Cassie, y'all, accused him of rape, honey, and abuse, honey, during their 10-year relationship. And they say Combs quickly settled the lawsuit just a day later on November the 17th, 2023. $20 million. So she ain't got nothing but maybe 5. Because the lawyers got half of it, and then, honey, I'm sure the rest of the taxes and all that is ridiculous, honey. She ain't going to.
You have to pay taxes on the settlement?
I'm sure you do.
I was going to ask that same question. I don't know.
You pay tax on every damn thing else. So, honey, why not on that? But, honey, I would have went back to court and said, I need some more money. Not no $20 million.
You can't go back to court. You have to talk to the doggone attorneys. You have to agree to those attorney fees. That's why you have to have a business manager like Laura Liza to negotiate your attorney fees.
Oh, you can negotiate the attorney fees?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. Yeah, everything is negotiable.
Yeah, that's what Oprah did say. Everything is negotiable. I didn't know attorney fees after you going through a lawsuit, but she ain't hardly got no money.
You have not because you asked not.
That's true.
Come on
That's
now.
true. Well, bless her soul, honey. Well, she going to be broke, honey, after this third baby then, because, Lord, money goes by quick. And if she's in L.A., money sure go quick there. And the attorney's sitting pretty, honey. Yeah.
So, real quick, Gary, they say those, when you have a settlement compensating for physical injuries or sickness, that's not taxable. So, maybe this was considered physical injuries. I don't know.
They also said if the settlement is compensation for emotional distress or punitive damages, the IRS treats it as income and taxes it accordingly.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what that was. So she paid taxes, honey. Poor Cassie, honey. She going to be broke probably by the end of the trial. But never going to keep them all still living.
Yeah, but she don't have to pay those attorneys, though. She's working with the prosecution. The state pay the prosecution.
That's different.
Oh, so she ain't got to pay these? Oh, well, good. Well, at least she ain't got to pay these then, because, Lord, honey, that's a lot of money you sue for.
I'm the one to talk to about law now.
We know you do.
I can't do no fractions and no algebra, but when it comes to law and reading comprehension, that's my thing. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah.
So that's your next career, honey, after radio, honey. So we already
I would
for
definitely
it.
be a lawyer. Absolutely.
That's right. All right, then. Moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Oh, my God, Tamar Braxton is in the news again today. We love Tamar, y'all. Now, Tamar, honey, she was invited to do a sit-down sofa conference with Nene on the Nene Lee Show, y'all, which aired the other day on YouTube. Well, the singer and reality TV opened up about her experience, y'all, on The Real. We remember The Real, y'all, that daytime talk show she was on, which Tamar says was originally created for her. When Tamar said she brought the majority of the cast on the show, but Lonnie Love's casting was an external decision. Now, Nene Leakes revealed, y'all, that she was a candidate for Lonnie's spot, and Tamar didn't hold back referring to Lonnie. And here's what Tamar had to say.
How many years did you do The Real? 3 seasons, I think.
You did The Real for 3 seasons. I was asked to be one of the first girls when the show first originally started. I had the contract. And I ended up not doing The Real, and they ended up casting Lonnie Love.
I wish they would have told me.
You produced on there as well?
I did.
Wow,
I had a hand in creating the show. That's why I'm saying I wish they would have told me that, because I wouldn't have cast Big Back Cadillac.
I'm finna get ready to leave.
You probably would be in our 10th season by now.
Okay, so when we say Big Back Cadillac, who are we talking about?
The person you just named.
Oh, so Lonnie...
Wait, what happened?
No, not Big Black Cadillac. She was
No, Big Back. None of Tamar called Lonnie Love Big Back Cadillac.
That's so mean. That's mean.
Well, I don't know about the Cadillac part, but...
Hey, Brat, you need to get up off the floor.
That's
and
so mean.
Alfreda's, y'all need to stop.
That's awful.
Yes, honey. So, I mean, I didn't know that was what they called her. But anyway, so Tamar spoke out about that. And, she said, had she known, Nene would have been on the show and she wouldn't have had Big Back Cadillac on the show. So,
say it again.
So, yeah, but Lonnie is madly in love. They're saying Lonnie and her boyfriend, honey, Mr. James Welch, they met, honey, on they met on Christian Mingle Dating App. They share a bond. James is of Caucasian descent, honey, and Lonnie is madly in love with him. So congratulations to Miss Love and James and to Tamar and her.
That coupe de Bill Seville.
Yes, Lord.
That slink back.
Dog.
Yeah. The color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is dandelion. On the high end, you say dandelion, and on the low end, you say beautiful yellow. That's the color today. Oh, Jesus. My Lord, my Lord.
Jesus. Hey, man, what we doing?
Rickey, go to commercial.
I got your wake up call, y'all. Call us. 8669 Rickey. 8669 RICKEY. Call us up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's Uncle Clifford again this morning, calling to wake up all the boring people of Birmingham, Alabama. Wake up, wake up, wake up! Hey, this is Valerie calling from Tampa, Florida. Wake up, wake up, wake up, all my family in Georgia.
My name is R.B. calling from Cincinnati. Look, Brat, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Brat, I love your laugh. Have a good day. Happy Friday. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey. If you listening on your radio. Oh. Let them know then. Wake up. Wake up. Birmingham, wake up. Let's go. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Come on.
Louisville, wake up. Where you at? New Orleans, wake up. Know
had me a whole little melody. That thing lay it up, boy.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Ann?
This is Ann.
I was calling. You don't know who this is, but during your grandmama's funeral, you had said some bad things about Pastor Smith.
But you know what? I really wish you was some kin to him, because I would certainly give you what for.
Cause let me tell you something. I think that he did a wonderful job, and he didn't have to.
I think he need his ass kicked. That's what.
We was doing y'all a favor by being there in the first place. He didn't have to eulogize her. Huh? And if you got anything bad to say about him, baby, you say it to me.
Who is it?
I'm some kin to Reverend Smith, and I heard that you had an attitude when he was preaching the funeral.
Wait a minute.
Because I sure will come up on the hill if I have to.
All right, now, if you some kin to me, because see, if you make me mad, then I'm finna start saying some stuff.
Well, baby, you say whatever the hell you want to say. But let me just tell you this, and I'm going to leave you with this right here. If you ever say anything out your mouth about Reverend Smith, a God-fearing man, baby, I come up on that hill, and some ass going to get whooped.
I tell you what, you ain't even got to come up here. If you give me time to put on some shoes, I'll come where you at.
I tell you what, put your shoes on and come out in the yard, and I'll be over there in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because, see, first of all, you're disrespectful, you got an attitude, and then you think you're cute. See, I know your whole family. I know Chris, I know Shirley, all of them.
You know that man ain't nothing but a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, you gonna talk about him like that?
Him?
What about you, you old heifer?
He ain't his mama ain't ain't nobody in his family.
Well, what about you, huh?
And he needs to get that gray off his face. Now, you.
When I see you, and we ain't gonna even put the pastor in this, I'm gonna whip your ass if I ever catch you at Walmart. Bring your ass in the front yard, and I'm gonna get my baby to come pick me up and bring me right round there.
Okay. I bet you leave here needing at least $1,500 worth of dental work, because I'm gonna knock all your teeth out.
Well, it's Chris there, because I whip her ass too.
Okay. I'm gonna let you whoop my mama. Come on up here.
The only thing I'm gonna leave you with this here, baby. If you ever fix your mouth, baby, to say anything about Pastor Smith, your ass gonna get whooped. You can go get Shirley, you can go get Chris, James, any damn body you want to get. Do it again now.
No, but wait. Let me leave with you with this one thing. I hate to do it to him, but anybody who on his team, if they confront us, you will leave us with no other alternative but to take care of our business. And I'm 99.9% sure everybody on his team gonna have to have some serious dental work, some patches gonna be out of their head, and then we just gonna pray for them. And I'll holler at you later.
All right, then. I'll be over and I'm beat your ass.
Happy Friday, everybody. Y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, y'all lying on the ones and twos. Chicken and waffle mix going down. Make sure y'all put this in your calendar, y'all. May the 30th on Hulu. Make sure y'all check out my comedy special, man. It's been more than 12 years, you know what I'm saying? Y'all lying, what up, boy?
Yo, man, for everybody that been playing cheap and deactivated the Hulu account, make sure you reactivate it before the 30th so you can check out the special by your thunder.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, John.
For sure.
Hey, Black Tony, what's up, man? What's up? Let's just start up. It's Janet Jackson's birthday, man. That was the Janet Jackson birthday mix, bro.
Well, happy birthday, Janet Jackson. I'm very relaxed right now. I just want to let you know I'm having a moment.
You're not coming to work?
I'm most definitely I'm not. Gonna be there because what I'm doing right now is I'm appreciating my life right now, and I think that what happened a lot of times, because see what you got to understand, Rick and Alfred and Rock to everybody, what you got to understand right now is we doing too much. That's what I'm looking around, everything going on. So y'all think I'm dumb. Y'all think I'm like dumb or something. Like I don't be thinking deep thought. But I'm thinking about right now, Shawty, y'all want me to come to work 5 days out of the week, Shawty. It's only 7 days in a week. I don't know if you know that or not. But it's only 7 days in a week. You want me to come to somewhere and work, Shawty, 5 whole days and then only have 2 days to do to get my mental health back right. So what I'm doing
But you
right
don't
now,
you don't come down to the 5 days though.
Shawty, because it's too stressful. What I do is very stressful. I got to do a mental I got to relax and get my mental straight so I don't go crazy. And right now, what I'm doing right now, I was reading a book last night, and it's about Zen, where you just sit and appreciate simple things in life, shawty. And right now, I got up, I woke up, I sleep on the pallet in my grandmama's living room, right? Oh. I woke up this morning, and guess what happened? Guess what God did for me, shawty?
What'd he do?
There's a cockroach on the carpet table. I woke up, I sat up, and I looked at him, and usually they run because they think you're going to kill him. But this cockroach, he just sat there and looked at me. And I looked at him. And I'm sitting here right now. And we just looking at each other.
Still?
And then, and cause he thinking he finna die, shouting. And I'm looking at him like, you know what? I'm not finna kill you. I'm finna look at you and see when one try to think about what's going on in your life. And he looking at me like, I'm trying to see what's going on in your life. And it's a beautiful moment right now. Cause I'm looking at him and he just sitting there. There's a little piece of cookie on the table. And he knocked the little cookie. It's my little cousin.
What kind of cookie?
Some lemon cookies. It was some of them lemon cookies from the sicko. And he was eating that little piece of lemon cookie. And I said, Shawty, I'm not finna kill you. Because I'm not no killer. And I'm just looking at him, and he looking at me like, he really appreciate the fact that I ain't smashing with a shoe or something.
Have you gave him a name yet, Black Tony?
No, we just looking at each other. He still sitting right here. And I think and sometimes that's what you need to do, Rick. You need to stop doing so much and just sit down. So
I don't need to come do the morning show. Just sit in the kitchen and wait for a roach to crawl on the table.
I'm sure you won't have to wait long.
And decide whether I'm a killer or not.
Yeah, because I'm sure you ain't gonna have to wait long. That nasty kitchen you got.
And what they got to do with you not coming to work though?
Because I'm trying to appreciate life right now. You need to try to appreciate life and stop always chasing money.
And the roach still on the table.
He's still right there right now. And he looking at me. I'm looking at him. I might just keep him as a pet.
You gotta give him a name, Black
Tony. Hey, Black Tony.
Yes.
Your check up here.
My check up there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you want us to do?
I'll be up there about 9:15.
Wow.
You broke? Hey, try to have a nice day. If you're fat, try to have a nice day. If you're skinny, try to have a nice day. If you got a big head, try to have a nice day. If your mama's ugly, try to have a nice day. If your daddy whoop your ass, try to have a nice day. If a dog bite you in the ass, bite him back. And try to have a nice day.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Chris Brown, y'all. Everybody's talking about Chris Brown. We know, y'all, that he's in custody in England, and they're saying he might be there for a while, y'all. But this is what people are talking about. Chris Brown's bodyguard, y'all, was spotted shopping, honey, at a high-end clothing store in Manchester, y'all. They said while the singer remains in police custody. Now, according to reports, y'all, they're saying that the bodyguard bought expensive clothing and shoes, y'all, for the residual singer, y'all, to wear to court, y'all, which is beautiful. Now, a photographer.
Well, you said Chris Brown got to go to court? Or the bodyguard?
No, Chris Brown got to go to court, but, you know, he's in the pen right now in England right now, but they're saying, honey, his bodyguard was out shopping for some high-end clothes for him at Selfridges, y'all. That's an upscale department store in the UK. Now, they say Selfridges sells designer clothing and shoes for discriminated men with good taste in fine clothing. Now, they're saying that the historic flagship store opened back in 1909, and they're saying it takes it covers an entire block, 400 Oxford Street in London. They say, honey, it's the second largest retail store in chain, y'all, in the UK, honey. Now, they're saying that Mr. Brown was arrested hours after he arrived on a private jet in Manchester, England on what day it was on Thursday, y'all, but the Metropolitan Police stormed the 5-star Lowry Hotel in Manchester and took him into custody, they say, without resistance, which is a good thing. That's good, Chris didn't resist or whatever, but my thing is, though, Brad and Special K, do you got to wear nice clothes to go to court?
If he didn't have no extra clothes, he had to have something to wear.
But look like if he was performing, he should have clothes.
He had performance clothes.
Oh,
those are more
different?
those are more like street clothes and, you know, stuff like that. Not something to wear to court.
Yeah.
So that's good that his person was out shopping for him to get him something to wear to respect the courts.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But a high-end store, like
What you think he's supposed to wear, Gary? A Goodwill suit?
Well, I mean, you're supposed to downplay when you go to court when you can look poor.
Well, that don't mean it's going to look flashy or nothing. He's just getting a nice suit.
I'm sure it ain't got rhinestones on it.
Yeah, I'm sure it ain't like for stage.
Well,
Yeah, so when I go to court, I put my suit in a Ziploc bag at night where I can be wrinkled up when I walk in there.
That's right, honey. So, well, congratulations. Hopefully and pray that everything goes well with Chris Brown. I think Brett, they're trying to make him out an example. I think they're doing that because if that something happened years ago and what have you, now you're just bringing it up. You wait till he got to London to arrest him or what have you.
London is a different jurisdiction. It's a whole different country.
Really?
Absolutely. Their laws are different.
So he hadn't been there. So
well, hell, I wouldn't have went then.
But he had his tour was there. He probably didn't think that stuff was still going on. We continue on with our lives, and we hope our legal team and our people handle the stuff that needs to be handled while we continue to perform and create.
Well, he needs to sue them. You have to get lawyers over there that understand those laws. You can't take your lawyers from the United States.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, but you have your lawyer in the United States talking to those lawyers that can explain those laws. It's like if you got a lawyer that go to your church that practice injury, you can't take him to family court for visitation. You know what I'm saying? Like going to an eye doctor for your ankle.
You have to have an injury. Right.
Right.
Oh, well.
You knew that, Gary. Stop.
No, but I'm not really because I thought a lawyer was a lawyer. They know the law here. They know the law, but I guess they do have a specialty.
Law over the world. Imagine the laws in Afghanistan.
Well, I thought
they speak a whole nother language, Gary.
Yeah, well, I thought it was like a beautician, honey.
You need to watch CNN more and stop watching gossip columns all the time.
I know, watching all these reality shows that's giving me life. All right, moving on. Speaking of life, y'all, another celebrity news, y'all. Michael Jordan, Rock T is speaking out. He's considered, y'all, the greatest NBA player in the history of one of the biggest sports icons on earth. But they're saying Michael Jordan, honey, has a dark past that involves his alleged struggles with alcoholism, y'all. Now they're saying, y'all, honey, that Michael Jordan he was spotted with a picture holding a nearly empty bottle of tequila. They're saying, which is considered as hard liquor, but now he once opened up about his struggles with alcoholism, y'all, and taking a break from the NBA to sober up. Now they're saying, y'all, Jordan was at the peak of his NBA career when he lost his battle to the bottle. Now the 6-time NBA champion has completed his first three-peat with the Bulls when he retired, y'all. That's the first time back in 1993. Now they said that there was rumors that Michael Jordan was forced, y'all hear me, forced into retirement due to alcoholism, gambling, and unspoken issues. Now, remember, y'all, Michael Jordan told Oprah Winfrey that he retired because he was bored, y'all, during that appearance on her show back in the 1990s or whatever. But now, didn't y'all say Michael Jordan was supposed to be trying to come back? They want him to host some kind of thing?
Yeah, he just signed a deal with NBC.
Oh, really? Well, he must be better then.
Imagine the GOAT on a panel. Just imagine that. I would not miss it.
I hope they put him in the broadcast booth. Man, come on. Michael Jordan's perspective on these games. Let's go.
Yeah.
I already love TNT, Charles Barkley and Shaq and Ken Smith, man. I love that show. I have to watch them, especially during halftime or whatever. But imagine Michael Jordan commentating, man. That's going to be great.
Yes, sir.
Great for sports.
Yeah, but it would be great. But have they determined, y'all, if he's going to be well for sports? I mean, is he going to be able to do this?
He's fine, man. That's all old.
Say, give him a cigar. Once you get a cigar, you're going to get a whole different Michael Jordan.
Come on now.
They got to let him smoke cigars. And
no, he wouldn't be smoking on my show. This is a no-smoking show, honey. Just because you Michael Jordan, honey,
please,
you smoke
Gary.
at your house.
Hey, come on, man.
Same thing they say to Snoop. Exactly.
Yeah, he's Michael Jordan.
Put that cigar in his hand and let him go to work.
Yeah, he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, poor thing. I wonder how Juanita's doing.
We ain't heard from her.
Not married. Yeah, she good with that 100 million that she got. She good with that 100 million. She done flipped it in the river states. She's straight.
Yeah, well.
I'm sure she's still probably getting residuals, too.
Yeah, well, I hope she is, then, because she deserves it, honey. In my quick for free story, y'all, honey, Lizzo is speaking out again. She said, y'all, all viral ain't good viral. She said, honey, the internet don't know nothing, that they think all viral is good viral. She said, it's not. She explained about it. She said, because, honey, when she think about all this stuff on social media and the viral moment, she said she get triggered with anxiety and attacks, y'all. So we're gonna keep her impressed. She said, I don't read comments anymore. She said, and I don't have context with anything anymore. She said she is living in a bubble. So congratulations to Lizzo, honey, because y'all know all viral ain't good viral and stuff, honey. Everybody want to go viral and stuff. I guess that's extra money for them, but I'm with Lizzo, honey. So, honey, she's going through anxiety and all this other stuff. So let's continue to keep Lizzo lifted up in our prayers. She lost a lot of weight. She's looking amazing, honey, and you know she said she's trying to be her. Congratulations, Lizzo. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is a beautiful color, a nice summer color, honey. The color is dandelion. On the high end, you say dandelion, and on the low, you say beautiful yellow. That's your color for today. Don't forget to follow me on social media, and for more information on this tea and more, go to the RickySmileyMorningShow.com and go to GaryWithTheT.com. That's GaryWithTheTA.
Hey, it's about time you start promoting your social media. Where everybody could go to your Facebook Live with their phone up against your big ass face all day.
I know they keep pushing it.
You be holding it too. I hate to go to your live when you go live. It be right up under your in the crease of your chin.
I'm trying. I'm getting better.
And we don't want to see it. Just stretch your arm out and hold the phone back, or get one of those what you call a selfie stick or something.
I'm learning angles, honey. Taylor teaching me angles. You know these young people know about these angles. I don't know about no damn angles. What's an angle?
Yeah, you do Dish Nation every day. You ought to understand television by now. How many episodes of Dish Nation you've done?
Oh my God.
Many, but the camera be on me from way back there, and I be holding the camera, so it's so. But I don't like when I see my chin. Oh, that bothers me. I might have to go.
We don't like it either. That's why you need to get you a
bothers everybody.
Yeah, them damn lies, like we sitting up under your neck, like your phone be so close. It be two pockets of nose breath just coming out the phone.
Stop it.
We be on the live.
Pelican chin.
No.
Okay.
No.
Now this is becoming bullying.
Yeah. Stop it.
Okay.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. It is an honor. It is my duty, whatever, because I have so much respect for the OGs, in the game. Ladies and I can't even believe. I don't even know if you've been on the. Yeah. You was on. When we was on the hip hop station. You've seen him everywhere on Vlad TV, stand up stages all across the country. Y'all, please welcome my good friend and big brother comedian extraordinaire, T.K. Kirkland, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Hey, T.K., what up, big bro?
What's up, Ricky? How you doing, dog?
Hey, glad to have you. Special K, I don't know if you know this. I was damn near T.K. Kirkland's chauffeur in the 90s going up and down I-20.
Yes.
From Virginia Beach all the way, we did shows all the way through Charlotte, the Comedy Zone. Then we go to do Secrets in Columbia, South Carolina, then Augusta, Georgia, and then in a 79 Cutlass.
Come on now.
Remember being on the highway trying to slam the door because the door wouldn't close all the way?
Yep, I remember that. Yeah. Oh, Rick, that's crazy.
I think a lot of us comedians have all served as some in some form or fashion in the world of T.K. Kirkland over the years.
Hey, Special K, but I'm in the front seat driving by myself. T.K. in the back. You notice you have to let the seat up to get in the back seat.
Oh yeah.
He in the back with chicks.
Oh yeah.
So it made me look like the chauffeur, and I was like the good. I was playing the organ back then at church, trying to be a nice guy. And he said, "Yeah, this is my lover, Sandy. Remember Sandy, TK? Remember Sandy?
Yes, I do."
And how do you introduce her? How do you introduce her?
He said, "This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is my lover, Sandy. She was short. She was fine as hell. She was from California.
That old school.
I ain't never heard about nobody flying no chick in. He flew chicks in before you was flying chicks in.
That's right.
She came from California. She was on tour with us.
We got a story about that a little bit later on. We got an interesting story about that.
Yo, that is so crazy. That is so crazy. Yeah. I've always kept a bad woman breathing on me. I don't play with it.
Oh yeah.
Man, we so happy to have. Go ahead, Kay.
Hey, so TK, now you know the people always love to hear your perspectives on the entertainment industry and just kind of everything.
Right.
So, and I'm thinking that you probably are the hottest celebrity guest on podcasts right now.
Absolutely.
Every other podcast I turn on, Whether they talk about home and garden, here come TK Kirkland. Whether they talk about sports, here come TK Kirkland.
Yeah.
Why you think your perspective is so compelling to so many people?
I think people are finally growing up. Like, you guys know me for years.
Right.
And Ricky, y'all notice I've been talking the same stuff since I've known y'all.
Right.
When we was youngsters, right?
Exactly.
So now everybody is maturing and growing up. They like, they think I'm a guru.
Right.
But I've been saying this my whole life.
He put me on game. I used to have relationship problems. I would call TK, man. He would tell me exactly what to do and how to do it, and I swear all of it worked.
And it's so funny you would say that because we was just talking on our way upstairs.
Yes.
And when I was going through the roughest period in my marriage, and this ain't nothing that I haven't already shared on the radio. When I was going through one of the roughest times when I thought we was at the end.
Right.
And I called TK, and I don't know where you was, but we was on the phone for probably an hour. And TK was like, hey, man, at the end of the day, stay where the hell you at. Fight for your marriage. Don't let your woman go.
Mm-hmm.
Stay where you are. Do what you need to do. Make it work.
Now I say leave them. You know, back then. Now I say get out, yo! Run for the door. Get out. Save yourself. Save yourself, dog. Years ago, I don't know what I was saying, but now I was like, run, dog, run.
Damn, you should have told me that then, TK.
Not TK. Not be. What it's been like not being a part of the whole Hollywood side of the game. You purposely avoided major TV and movies. Do they reach out to you, or this just a strategy for you? Are you cool with what you're doing?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Years ago, I probably went on one audition, and right then I made my decision. It was maybe 200-300 people auditioning for the same role.
Right.
And you know me, I've always was a hustler. And my idea was, okay, I got cash in hand, or do I take playing the lottery to try to win? And that's one level. The second level is that you got to hope that once you get a TV show or a movie, that it gets distribution, or the people like your TV show, or if you get the TV show back in the day, will it get canceled? So these people get these shows and they don't understand money. They come into a certain amount of money at a certain time, but they don't think about longevity. One thing I've always believed in, what was real. What was real is me being on the station with you guys. What is real is me doing the Hemmings Theater in Elgin, Illinois on May 25th. What's real is me doing Arlington, Texas, and at the Improv and
Guaranteed.
Helium. That's guaranteed money, and it paid off for me. And I've been doing this 40 years.
Right. And
you've been doing it 40 years? Wow. TK, are you serious?
40 years. I'm 66.
TK, you lying. Don't lie on the radio, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
TK, you 66?
66.
Wow. Everybody in the comment section be like, dude look like he's 30 years old.
Yeah, you do.
How is this
the
possible?
same for 30 years.
Yeah,
TK,
yeah.
you 66?
66, yo.
Man,
I can't believe it.
Alfred, I have so much respect for him. You were so nice to me. Man, and I was just like a silly, goofy comic, on stage, and you were just cool and laid back or whatever. You helped me get my swag a little bit, helped me mature. Being around you, man, and watching you perform. Remember in Houston, like you would show up to the karaoke night at the Houston Improv and just come on stage. Hey, Alfreda.
Yeah.
Why women was chasing? Why he was running through the parking lot? Women was chasing him to the damn car.
Shut
sure
up.
Was.
I'm not lying.
Was. Yeah.
The stuff that he talk about on stage, man. I seen.
Get him going.
Let me find out.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, it's true. Sir. It's true. Like I ain't gonna lie about it. It's true. But you know what I loved about hanging with you, Rick? I just didn't touch you. Remember all your friends in your city that used to come hang with us?
Oh, yeah, Johnny Sprague, Birmingham.
Yeah, all of them loved me. Remember that?
Yeah, man. Me, you, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny.
Marcellus Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, what was the gentleman's name that got into the bike accident?
Johnny Sprague. He lives right now, and he lives in Richmond.
Okay, listen, I remember that. But somebody else had passed away, too, in the bike accident, motorcycle accident.
No, he didn't die. We just got shot together that night. Well, I got shot, and he was on crutches. The dude shot at him.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Such a hilarious story.
So funny.
No. You know, because even though Ricky, see, the great thing about Ricky could have went either way.
Right.
Sprags us was the street dudes. Ricky was looking at us about, I don't know.
Right.
You know, and then he went, you know, he changed his life to really become spiritual and all that, and it worked up for him. And I watched his growth. You know, I've been hearing through the grapevine, okay, Ricky about to get this, Ricky about to get that, and it couldn't have happened for a better gentleman, because I love guys like y'all who was totally opposite than me. I mean, and people, don't get me wrong, I wasn't really a bad person. I just explained to people I was just going through my trials and errors of life, which has made me who I am today, right? Because those mistakes made me who I am today.
Exactly.
Man, don't go nowhere, y'all. More of comedian. You got to go see him. If you ain't never seen his style of comedy, is totally different. Get your mind right, get your heart right. Do not be offended, but he tell the truth on stage. One of the greatest of our time. More TK Kirkland coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all. Tease to the blanket K. Boy, K, you remember that?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Come on,
man. TK Kirkland got a big thing. I'm so glad you're getting your flowers, man, after 40 years in the game. I'm just excited to have you in here. Big brother to all of us. Everybody that started out, our comedians just have so much respect. You are so nice to all the comedians. I don't know anybody to have any issues with you, because you're nothing but kind, and you're a G. So
yes, sir.
I just have so much respect. Gary, you want to?
Because you didn't give a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
But anyway, so TK, now earlier we were talking about Tina Knowles and having to start over and start dating at the age of 71. So what would you do?
You got to find out what is she looking for, and is she realistic? See, some women will say, I think I saw that article, and she said that she deserves something better. She said she woke up and saw her husband one day and said, I deserve something better.
Yeah.
Wow. But the thing is, you have to sit down with a woman like that, and she's a beautiful lady. You have to sit down with her and find out her character. What do you think is better? Because she doesn't need nothing financially, right? So do you need somebody to hold your hand? Do you need somebody to have a conversation with you? Because older women, if I can give my perspective on it, only needs sapiosexual. And sapiosexual is the conversation of the mind. And your conversation got to be so cold that it'll make a woman believe everything. But when you get a woman's trust the way that you do, you cannot let them down, because trust is so powerful that once a woman feels betrayed, she's lost.
So sound like you said,
but say that.
Yeah, but he sound like he's saying lie to a woman. You say you got to make her believe.
No, no disrespect. I want you to listen to comprehend, not listen to reply, if you don't mind me saying that. Right?
Oh, you can say it, but honey,
so let me explain to you what I'm trying to say, because I want to educate you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The kind of man I am, I'm never here to betray. The kind of man I am, I believe in giving game and knowledge. I'm against men being liars towards women.
Good.
It's the worst thing that you can do, to be a liar. And I say that in my stand-up. And every time I see a guy with a fine woman, I always say, ain't no way you could have pulled her. I know you a liar. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. So the thing that I do with, if I was approaching Miss Tina Knowles, first we have to take her to dinner. Then you got to find out about her character. And what people don't understand, she may like you, but you got to sit around and say, do I like her? Because when you become an adult, it's about character. It's not about money. We all got money.
I swear to God.
You know, we all got money, but what's your character like? Do I want to wake up with you? Do you make me feel amazing? Are you the first person I want to talk to in the morning? Because from 5 to 12 o'clock is for the Lord. So 12:05, I deal with all the other BS that comes with the program. So it all depends on her conversation, and there's nothing against her. She's entitled to live her life the way like people get upset that I don't want to be married, you know, and I don't want to be married. Like he's gonna die alone. I got news for everybody. You're dying alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, they stop with them silly games. I've traveled the world. I live in France. I walk the streets of Tanzania. I walk the streets of Belgium. And when I walk, I always say how I beat the odds, because Special K, Ricky, and all know my past. You know, so for me to be living the way I'm living, I beat the odds.
Come on,
you sure did.
Now, you talk about how you've lived all over, or you've walked all over the world. Now you're living overseas in Paris. So bonjour, comment allez-vous? We're starting to see more people though shift to living in Europe and other countries. How has that been for you?
Well, I don't know what other people's reasons was. My daughter went to school over there. I got an apartment over there. And I don't know the language, I'll be honest. But I do know how to say, do you know English? I got that down. And I'll find 20, I'll walk up to 20 people and ask them, do you know English? Do you know? And that's the way I move. As long as I got Uber, I don't need nobody because the Uber driver follows the map, right?
I got an idea. Idea. Now, we do the chicken and we do the mix that'll stay in your head all day. Instead of doing that, I would rather talk to TK Kirkland because we do this mix every day. I know we got to do music. We'll do a little bit of mix, but can you stay for one more break?
Listen, I'm here until 5 o'clock. If you need me to come over.
More TK Kirkland coming up. Rickey Smiley. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, we talking to comedian extraordinaire TK Kirkland, and he's definitely been a big brother and a mentor to Special K and my comedian Special K and myself. And I remember when I met you, you was talking to this chick named Sandy that was fine, was from California. I will never forget Sandy because that's for like she was a grown ass woman. Like this my lover, Sandy. Whatever. That's the first
Who
time.
introduces somebody like that?
And why do I still remember her name? That was 92, 93.
That's how fine she was.
Yeah, she was fine, yo. Sandy was fine. Yes, she was.
And then you was dating this older chick named Beatrice.
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 Yeah, Beatrice.
How old was she? Tell us.
Beatrice is 72, and I fell in love with Beatrice.
Wait a minute.
Beatrice is cold like Tina Knowles. Tina Knowles 71, Beatrice 72 years old.
Okay.
But older women really have they.
Before you go into that, so, like you don't like younger chicks buying you stuff from Brooks Brothers.
Right, because they think I'm old. I'm like, no, I'm the flyest OG you ever gonna meet. I don't wear Brooks Brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'll rock some T-shirts. I'll rock certain things from. I even rock some things from Walmart.
You rock that urban couture.
Yeah, I like to look good, and my smell game got to be on point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with the young girls.
Beatrice?
So Beatrice, the reason why I like Beatrice is because when I was dating young girls, the young girls don't understand their thread count. I'm over this young lady's house not too long ago. I get in her bed, right? And after 15 minutes, I started itching. And I was like, yo, what's the thread count on this mug? And she said, what's the thread count? I said, read the box. She was in the bathroom. It says 35. I said, woman, I'm in my 60s. You're going to give me shingles.
She had you sleeping on a cocktail
I said, I can't mess with you. And the young girls don't keep their pillow game up, right? Because they pillow game be teabag. I said, I'm 60-something years old. My neck got to be in line with my spine. I said, I left here one day. I had to go to urgent care. I had to go to urgent care, right? And I thought my insurance can cover it. They thought, no, you got to pay out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this stuff is rough when you get older, dog. This is rough. I can't do it.
So what about Beatrice, though?
But Beatrice was the type of woman that she understood. She had a sleep number mattress. See, when you got the sleep number mattress and your thread count is on point, it's on a whole nother level. And I had pulled Beatrice in the park. I had met at 2:00. I was in her bed about 8:30, but I knew we was in a relationship. I knew we was in a relationship by 10. Because she got behind me and she said, Mr. Kirkland, because that's the loving, because the loving is good. I said, yes, babe. She said, what number you want on your side of the mattress? I said, I'll take 73, baby. I'll take 73.
My Lord.
Hey, I'm going to tell everybody out there. What is she doing? How is she doing?
Beatrice doing good. You know, I got her another apartment at assisted living, you know, because all my women was rolling up in my spot. So now at assisted living, they all got to sign in at the front desk.
Oh, my God. All right, TK. So anyhow, TK. My Lord. Glory. So TK, so now we know that a rumor that you've been to some of Diddy's parties and stuff. And so what do you think about all this Diddy and Cassie stuff? So now is this normal for high profile men like yourself to do freak offs, or y'all just Sit around in the corner like
let's
Diddy
take
and
a
look.
different spin on this. Okay, we know about the trial, right? We know about the baby oil, but no one has never talked about how he gave her game. She know how to move now in the bedroom. She know how to make another man feel a level of pleasure that no other man could ever bring, and that's the game that you got to give certain women.
How he gave her a game? He was in the corner.
No. She know about the baby oil now. She know how to massage. If she really want to get freaky, she know how to do that for her husband, and now she just gives it to one man. That's how I feel. You know, that's just me on some player stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But when you think about the actual crime, now you go back to the situation. The thing with Puff is that me and Puff go way back to when we was out here in Atlanta, and we was going to Club 112, and that's when Hotel Nico was now the Grand
In
Hyatt.
Buckhead, right.
And I could tell people this before the freak offs. Puffy gave the greatest parties in America. Because I remember him hiring Morehouse University to play in the parking lot of 112 for his birthday party. And somewhere between 1993 and 98, he went left with the freak offs. I never went to the freak off parties.
Oh, you didn't make
but
those?
I went to the parties that was classy and sophisticated.
Can I ask you a personal question, TK?
Yes,
on
sir.
the air? Did you and Beatrice get on y'all knees and say y'all prayers before y'all went to bed?
No, you know that's a no, because when I put in work, we go to sleep. Ain't nobody got time to get on their knees.
TK, let everybody know how, man, it is just such a pleasure to have you. Come on, show this morning.
Listen, everybody, catch TK Kirkland.
Oh, TK.
What we got?
Yes.
Tell us, Augusta, Georgia. Please tell the audience about Augusta, Georgia. Don't.
All right, so here's what, ladies and gentlemen, you listening. Everybody will tell you, I've always been a gentleman. I've always loved women. I always like to treat women good. And I did a show in Arizona one year and met one of the most finest women, just as probably finer than Sandy, Ricky. Okay. And so the guy I said, yo, is this your girl? I'm always a gentleman. I said, yo, is this your girl? He said, nah. I said, yo, can I have her? That's exactly what I said. I said, can I have her?
Right.
He said, yes, you can. So I flew her.
But why did he say no? That wasn't his
Gave her
girl.
away like she's
Because
property?
some men try to.
He didn't think you could act. He didn't think you would actually pull her.
He didn't think I could pull her. So I flew her to Augusta. She stayed with me for a whole week. We went to Augusta, went to Miami, and from that moment on, I'm gonna let Special K take it from there.
So we had a show in Augusta. TK was the headliner. I was hosting. After the show, now TK, I saw him come in with the young lady.
Yes.
She was in the crowd, you know. After the show, TK went back to the hotel. About 5 minutes after he left, some sheriff deputies showed up at the club.
Yes.
And they were asking, do y'all know where TK Kirkland is? So I'm looking around like, okay, this is a problem.
Right.
So I called TK. I said, hey, man, sheriff deputy over here looking for you. So I asked them what was going on. They said, well, we got a warrant for him for kidnapping. And so I called him, and he started laughing. And I said, TK, what they I told him what was happening. He said, no, he said the young lady I'm with, he said that the boyfriend,
yes,
who wasn't the boyfriend, but who said that apparently he done called from Arizona,
yes,
and reported this girl
missing.
as missing.
Oh my gosh.
And so the police had an all points bulletin for TK Kirkland for kidnapping this woman. She was like, I'm here on my free will.
On
What
free
the-
will.
I ain't get kidnapped. You got took.
So this is what happened. So I got everybody on the phone because I wasn't going to see no police. So I got everybody on the phone, and he was on the phone. I think one of the sheriffs was on the phone. And the sheriff basically said after I got done that he respected what I said because I explained to the young man that you cannot be something that you're not. I said, I came to you like a man. I said, yo, is this your girlfriend? You said no.
Right.
I snatched her up. Right. She got on the phone and was like, he did say that. He did say that.
TK.
Yes, sir.
Let everybody know how you can be reached and how they can follow your social media because your whole schedule is on your social media.
Yes, please follow me at Instagram on TK_Kirkland. May 25th, check me at the world famous Hemmings Theater in Elgin, Illinois. Make sure you get your tickets today. Then we travel all the way down to St. Louis at the Helium Comedy Club from May 30th to June 2nd. Then from St. Louis, shout out to St. Louis, by the way, we go down to Arlington, Texas, where all the mud, they do it big in Arlington. So it's going to be at the Improv at Arlington. I haven't been there in 4 or 5 years. I'm excited because we were selling out the Improv down. I mean, at the Improv, the House of Blues, and I wanted to come back to something intimate. So this Arlington, Texas, get your tickets. It's gonna be up the chain. I want to say shout out to the Rickey Morning Smiley Show. Me and this gentleman.
Wait a minute. You said Rickey Morning Smiley Show.
It's the what?
You said Rickey Morning Smiley Show.
And how do you say it?
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I would have got it right. I had beaches on my mind.
You sure did.
Oh, y'all, we got Battle of the Sexes coming up next. Rickey Smiley, Mickey Rock. I can't say it. It's about that time to play Battle of the Sexes, and we got Ariel from St. Louis. Ariel, what up? The 314, baby. Listen to us on 96.3 R&B. Hey, we appreciate you. And then we got Gabe from Columbus, Georgia. Listening to us on K92.7. What up, boy?
Yes, sir.
Ready, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, listen. So here's how I go. We're going to ask you a question. If you don't know the answer, just don't worry about it. Just say pass, because you don't want to tick all your seconds off the clock, okay?
All right.
All right, Ariel, you and I, we're going to go first. You ready?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Start the clock. What NFL team went undefeated all season in playoffs only to lose in the Super Bowl?
I passed.
Oh, that's the New England Patriots. What comedian played the character strip club on $1 bill in the movie Players Club?
It was Bernie Mac.
Yes. All right, the movie Life starred Eddie Murphy and what other famous comedian?
Martin Lawrence.
Yes. What's the name of the MLB team that plays in Pittsburgh? Baseball.
Oh, I was going to say the Steelers, but I don't know that one. Pass.
Yeah, that's the Pirates. All right, how many teams played in the NFL? How many teams are in the NFL?
Oh, I would say 12.
32. That's the playoff. That's the playoff.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Hey, who plays the lead role in the movie Sinners?
Sinners is Michael B. Jordan.
Yep. What is the number of ounces in a gallon? What's the number of ounces in a gallon?
Number of ounces in a gallon?
Yep.
Oh, ounces? Let's see. Oh, 32.
128. That's all right.
You got 3.
That's all right. You got 3. You did good. All right, go ahead, Brat.
Okay.
All right.
That's a feat.
All right, let's go. Who is the first black woman to have her image on a U.S. coin?
Oh, pass.
Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
Betty Boop was based on a black woman. True or false?
True.
Absolutely. How many albums does Beyonce have?
Ooh, 10.
Almost 9. What is an adult female chicken called?
Adult female chicken? Rotisserie chicken.
No, she would be called a hen. What month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
October.
That's right. What country was Rihanna born in?
Barbados.
Yep. What is the recommended age for starting mammograms, a screening test for breast cancer?
40.
Yep. Wow. What is this?
He won.
He won.
Oh, my God. The man won. Special K, what did he win?
All right, sir. Congratulations. It's exciting because you are the big winner today of the fabulously fantastic and amazing, highly coveted prize pack from America's store, the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Now, let's start your prize pack off in a big way. You've got a can of Del Monte diced potatoes. Also, from LA Colors, you got a 3-color eyeshadow pack. Yeah. You've also got a 100 count of safety pins. Assorted sizes, always handy. High quality. All right.
hell they gonna do with them?
You got Ultra Strength Rolaids, raspberry cream flavored antacid soft chews for upset stomach,
AIDS,
indigestion, and heartburn. You got a 2-pack mini lint roller. Yeah. You've also, for hours of fun, you got a can of Goofy String brand spray string. Yeah. Also, oh yeah, fun with the kids or the wife. All right. Breakfast blueberry biscuit cookies. Whole grain, only 9 grams of fat. That's right. And finally, to wrap it up, you got from Nature's Best flea and tick lotion for dogs, cats, or whatever pet you have. Whether that's a hamster, a parakeet, a ferret, a squirrel, a goat, a pony, a turtle, squid. Yeah.
AK, so that cat getting ticks.
Oh yeah. If your cat has ticks, you want to put that lotion on him.
Lotion.
That's right. Flea and tick lotion.
Lotion.
Whatever pet you have. A rabbit.
AK.
A cow. Yeah.
Hey, big dog, if your cat got ticks.
Whatever pet you have. You might have a beaver, a woodchuck, a baby alligator,
A beaver.
a canary,
Hey.
a zebra, whatever pet you have, sir.
If that beaver got ticks.
Your beaver has ticks. You want to put that lotion on him.
Super Dave, tell him to stop. Stop, man. Man, stop. Not the beaver. Oh, Lord.
Flea and tick lotion on your beaver or your cat.
Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rick Smiley Morning Show, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all, front page right here at Frida's. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Friday, May 16th. Here's what's going on in the news. Severe storms ripped through the Midwest overnight, knocking out power to over 400,000 homes and businesses. Tornadoes were confirmed in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Michigan. More twisters could pop up today across the Ohio Valley with golf ball-sized hail and damaging winds possible from Cincinnati to St. Louis, Nashville, and Indy. Even Beyonce wasn't spared. Her Chicago show was delayed for hours as fans sheltered during a tornado warning. She finally hit the stage just after 10 p.m. The showdown continues between Newark Mayor Ross Baraka and the feds. Baraka was arrested last week outside an ICE detention center. Federal prosecutors claim he stormed in and broke the law. He says a security guard let him in and he left when asked. Supporters showed up cheering after his court hearing yesterday where Baraka blasted prosecutors.
We cannot arrest people simply because they disagree with us. We cannot target people because their political views are separate from ours.
The government wants this case to go to trial by summer. In other news, for those wanting to lose weight and using weight loss meds, insurance coverage is getting tougher to find. Over 19 million people with commercial plans might lose their coverage, and Medicare just dropped plans to cover them for next year, actually. With prices hitting over $1,000 a month, a lot of people are going to have to decide between paying up for the shot or finding other ways to lose weight. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Jokic, oh, what a pass! No look to Christian Brown. Holmgren got dazed because of the contact, and Jokic going right back at him, just backing him down, looking to move him out of the way. Strother, of course, the Julian Strother game.
Yeah. Denver Nuggets, that was Nikola Jokic, dropped cool 29 points with a double-double last night. Nuggets forced a Game 7 to Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder is in trouble right now. That's all I got to say. They had a chance to close this thing out in Game 5 and 6. They didn't mess around, let Denver tie this doggone thing up. So Nuggets probably going to win.
Denver going to win.
Yes,
Denver going to win.
Yes, sir. Thunder had a shot, but I think it's going to be done now. Jamal Murray, he played sick, man. He wasn't even feeling well, but he's like, man, I'm still going to be on this court. He dropped 25 points.
I'm just glad we won. We brought the right energy needed, and they're a good team. They stuck with it, but we gave ourselves life to go to OKC and win the game.
All right, so the big question, Rick Dog, is can the Boston Celtics, can they force a Game 7 tonight versus the New York Knicks? The Knicks going to have to put them away tonight.
They can, but I don't see them. They're going to have to beat them twice, and I don't see them beating the Knicks twice. without Jason Tatum.
Especially without Jason Terry. But Derek is a dog, man. He's always been the third wheel on that team.
I tell you what, the Knicks better play.
They're going to have to. They're going
to have to play.
Yes, sir. It ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be easy, man. So at the end of the day, they still the champs. It is what it is, and they have a bench. They have depth. So we're going to see if they step up. The role players got to come on with it, man. It's my quick sports report right there. Follow me on social media at Rock T. Holla. Brat got the hot spot.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the B.R.A.T.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Chris Brown has officially been charged in connection to an alleged attack with a Don Julio 1942 tequila bottle in the UK, and he's expected to appear in court today. He's facing charges of intentional grievous bodily harm in connection to the alleged attack that happened at a nightclub back in 2023. The incident reportedly left the victim with serious injuries. The victim is Abi Diao, a music producer. He alleges that Chris attacked him unprovoked and smashed him over the head with a bottle 2 or 3 times and then punched and kicked him, sending him to the hospital with a collapsed knee and other severe injuries. Chris Brown was initially arrested not long after landing in Manchester Airport yesterday about 2 a.m. Police detectives went to the 5-star Lowry Hotel in Manchester where he had been staying to make the arrest. Chris Brown was scheduled to appear in court in Manchester early this morning, but the proceedings were reportedly pushed back due to a delay in court. His fans also showed up to support him. There were too many to fit inside of the courtroom. So we sending prayers out to Chris Brown and prayers out to the man, and I'm going to keep y'all posted on what's going on with that because Chris Brown has been doing so well. I'm so proud of him being on tour and stuff. You know, he's been selling out shows. He's one of the greats. He's to me, he's our Michael Jackson. Him and Usher and Beyonce, they're like the Michael Jacksons to me of our time. So we just want to make sure everybody's
safe.
And
that lady that sang encore. Don't do that now.
Cheryl Lynn, exactly.
Damn right.
Oh, Lord.
Good enough.
Deserves an encore. Your good love deserves an encore.
Everybody black. You ain't black if that song ain't played at a family reunion. Damn right.
All right, y'all, the Smurfs are back. Yes, we love the Smurfs. La, 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 la. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Paramount has just dropped the official trailer for its upcoming animated feature, The Smurfs, and it arrives with a major musical surprise. A brand new original song by our girl Rihanna. It's titled Friend of Mine. The song, lifted from the film's upcoming soundtrack, drops today. The movie hits theaters on July 18th. Rihanna, who leads the voice cast as Smurfette. Yes, girl.
So cute.
Yes, and she is also a producer on the project. I mean, this girl just don't stop. Come on, from the music.
You know Smurfette is an icon.
Yes,
with
she
older
is.
black women because they be wearing them shoes to church.
That's not right.
You know what?
The white shoes.
That's not
the white shoes.
Nope.
3-inch kitty heels.
Oh, Lord. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com.
Hey.
Shut up.
You know Smurfette an icon. You see that why TJ wear a hair like Smurfette.
Oh, my God. Oh, Lord TJ. Oh, Lord. Y'all know what time it is, y'all? It's $500 Friday. Oh, Lord. And if you watch Savor the City on TV1 last night, all you have to do is be caller number 9 and answer this question, and the $500 is yours. Shut up. Let me tell them this week's question. Oh, my goodness. Which Martha's Vineyard beach was named because of its frequent use by black visitors? Which Martha's Vineyard beach was named because of its frequent use by black visitors? Be calling number 9 right now at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKY for your chance to win $500. Good luck, y'all. Call now. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this on the phone right now?
This is Shanae, and I'm calling from Carrollton, Mississippi.
Shanae, as in Shanae.
Yes.
All right, man, we want to hook you up with $500, man. So we hope that you watched Savor the City with Chef Jannard Wells last night on TV One.
That's right. So today's $500 question is, which of Martha's Vineyard's beaches was named for its frequent use by black visitors?
The Inkwell Beach.
Come on, baby. That's it. You got it right, man.
Congratulations again, honey. And make sure, y'all, that you watch Savor of the City, honey, with Chef Jannard Wells every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, 7 Central on TV One.
Come on now. What you going to do with that money, Shanae?
Man, listen, I'm going to pay some bills.
I know that's right.
Go on and get it. Tell everybody in the morning show that just hooked you up with $500.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.